Hi, I'm Doug McKinlay and you're watching Adorama TV. For this episode, we're going to continue our series on photography ideas that can be done indoors when the weather outside isn't so great. So far, we've looked at ideas concerning macro inside, window light portraits, using kitchen utensils, and building a light tent. Now, to stay in the same vein, we're going to use a light box, not to be confused with a light tent, to make some really interesting food photography. Gear-wise, it's a pretty straightforward operation. Camera body, in this case, a Canon 5D Mark III, a couple of lenses, a 24 to 70mm zoom, and a 100mm macro. And if you feel you need to, use a tripod to steady the whole thing. And for that extra steadiness, connect a cable release to your camera to do the shooting. And last but not least, of course, a light box. Because in essence, what we're doing is creating backlit images. We want subjects that are translucent, allowing for lots of light to pass through in order to get those pictures. That's why I've chosen some cucumber, some kiwi fruit, some red onion, and some lemon slices. Now, it's up to you as the photographer to create an arrangement that you think will look good as an image. So play around with it. Don't be stuck in one format. Once you've got the arrangement you like, then it's time to take your pictures. So I've moved the light box from the tabletop onto a couple of kitchen stools just for sheer comfort alone. Now, if you're still too close to your box, you can always put it on the floor and shoot from there and stand above it. Now, as I said earlier, I've got a pretty steady hand, so I'm going to just handhold the camera. Now, from a techie point of view, I'm going to try and shoot around f8 because I want a nice even depth of field. If that f8 is not giving you enough shutter speed to handhold the camera, so with this lens at 24 to 70, I need at least 1/125th of a second, then maybe bump the ISO up a little bit in order to get that shutter speed. Keep in mind, if you go too high with the ISO, you might run into some digital noise. The other thing to think about here is your exposure. Now, this is a very bright white background, so the camera is going to try to read it as gray. So you need to overexpose for at least one stop, possibly two. Okay, let's get some shots. And don't just be fixated in fruit and veg for your subjects. Other things are great too, like a handful of jellied sweets or some flower petals from around the house. And finally, the whole point of these photographic exercises is to keep your photographic muscles pumping while the weather's not so great outside. So that's it for me. I'm Doug McKinlay for Adorama TV. Don't forget to subscribe to Adorama TV for more great videos, and tell us what you think. You can like, comment, or share this video. And please stop by the Adorama Learning Center for more great tips and tricks.